Welcome to the event of the century.
To love, honor,
And respect.
and respect you.
We definitely really feel all of the love in this tent right now, and there is nothing that either of us could say to express that.
Welcome to the wedding of Isaac and Rich. We'll start with some speeches from siblings. I'd like to invite up Jen to say a few words. This is Rich's sister.
Try to do this without any tears, but no guarantees. So, being around Rich and Isaac is just a beautiful reminder of what it's like to find that one person that completes you and makes you a better person. And it's been wonderful to watch them together and just see how they complement each other and really how genuine and true their relationship is. From the very beginning, when we met Isaac, I knew there was something special there and seeing them together. And just a little story, Thanksgiving Day at our house, didn't really know any of us. My daughters decided, let's have a new tradition of the family. Whoever sits in that seat that they randomly chose will be crowned Pilgrim King for the day. You know how the story goes, right? So all day he proudly wore the cardboard crown, which kept my daughters smiling and some of us chuckling. But at that point we knew that he was a keeper. And we're very glad that Rich, you realized that as well.
I did.
I love my brother dearly and very happy for you. Could not have asked for a better partner for you. You've been always a loving and supportive brother, son, uncle, nephew, cousin. You've made our family richer for being in it. And now it's extra rich because we have Isaac. Rich, Dad is smiling down on you today.
I know.
Prouder than ever. And although you never got to meet him, I know he loves you. And he's very thankful that you stepped into Rich's life. I'm going to wrap this up with best way to give you my marriage advice and my wedding blessings is through a poem by a lesser known poet. My wedding wish for you. Although I wish for today to be as perfect as you've dreamt, and for all the details, big and small, to be worth every dime you've spent, what I really wish for both of you on your beautiful wedding day are things that will last a lifetime and not just fade away. I wish for you to always hold each other's hands tight and remember that together, all in your world will be right. I wish for you lots of laughter and happiness galore, with family and friends always walking through your door. I wish for you a lifetime of dreams coming true and peaceful times at home with nothing much to do. I wish for exciting adventures, go to all the places you should, whether you wind up in exotic locations or good old Wildwood. Remember who you are and from where you each came. It's those unique things you fell in love with that I hope will always remain. Cherish your differences as they balance you each out. Supporting and embracing one another is what marriage is all about. So when you're going through tough times and both are just plain moody, take a step back, take a breath, and remember jury duty. Whether it should turn to be crazy or the voice of reason, have faith in your love to know it will get you through every season. Know that you are surrounded, both here and above, by family and friends who support you in sharing your love. And although there are some faces that we cannot see from where we stand, I'm certain they are celebrating today, some with a rum and coke in hand. So for you, my brothers, one old and one new, this is my final wedding wish for you. I wish for you to enjoy every moment, whether sunny or stormy, for these are the memories that will make up your family story. Let me go.
This is my time. Let me start from the beginning. No. Okay. Here we go. We made it.
Yes, we did.
It's been a long time, but we made it. Isaac and I, we started out a little bumpy. We grew up in the same house, so you might not have known that. I don't know that you could find two separate brothers, two different separate brothers. For the first 17 years of our life, I tried to get Isaac to notice me. He tried to avoid me. And somehow, we ended up in the middle with him sitting on my head. Which worked out well. But then, in times of mutual need, we were there for each other, like no one else could be. And Isaac, you were my hero, and you taught me how to live. You taught me a lot of things, but mostly you taught me how to live. You opened up your heart to me, but more importantly, you opened up your home to me. More specifically, you let me sleep on your couch for way too long in any sort of responsible way. But thank you for that. Isaac and Rich, you both saved my lives thousands of times. I don't think that a thank you could suffice, but thank you. You've not only been a parent and guide and a friend to me, to really everyone here, to the people of the People's Couch, to family and friends far and wide. Hannah wanted me to say that if you just asked everyone, oh, so where'd you find Isaac and Rich? They're going to say New Orleans, Hong Kong, dog walking, on a family cruise. You're just charismatic, people love you, they seek you out, and just never want to leave. Although you might have different feelings. You've been a parent to both here and at work with your Googlers and lawyers. You've been a guide to all of us. And you've both been leaders, even when you didn't know better. You just rose up and you chose to lead. And for that, we're all infinitely thankful. Now to Rich, my new brother.
I hope he starts stealing his underwear.
I just stole my joke. Oh no. Rich, when I first found out that you, like me, eat a pint of ice cream at night, I knew we were destined to be family. When I found out that you were a cool, powerful lawyer, an art collector, a world traveler who could tell stories about pretty much everywhere, Hong Kong, New Orleans, Thailand, things that I would never dream of, I knew that you fit right in. If I had to think about one thing, I know that it's been your smile and your loving nature that has really just shone through, kind of brought Isaac up in some ways, forced him to be maybe even more social than we could have thought. But it's only worked, and your life and your family and your friends have only grown exponentially. And I know that so many other people wanted to be here today, and you guys, this is quite possibly the most possible and coolest thing that I'm a part of. So I know that you guys will only grow and grow together. Apart, you are two special people. Together, you are a force to reckon with. Together, you've already created a life of warmth and generosity, both here and in New York. And as everyone will attest to, you throw the best parties. Which is not just about the correct ratio of alcohol to carbs. But it might be. And that's enough. You make everyone, no matter where you are, feel warm and safe and loved. And we just hope, I hope today that we can celebrate the way you would celebrate with us. Just a little aside. Here, as the brother, I'm supposed to give a stern speech to Rich. Threaten him with all my muscles that I clearly have, all my mass and bulk. But I know that I should really be threatening Isaac. Isaac, if you do anything to Rich, I will come at you. Everything I have. Treat him with the kindness, the endless, infinite kindness that he gives to everyone else. Look around you right now. I'm certain that everyone here not only loves you, but would do terrible things for your life. There are people in this room that you've touched and inspired and lifted up, and they know that you've done the same to them. And these relationships will only grow and grow through time. So I know that I speak for everyone, family, People's Couch, friends, extended family, that we hope that your love and your respect for each other and your generosity grows and grows and grows. And then this is only one of the many upcoming simchot, one of many upcoming celebrations that we all celebrate together. I love you guys. Let me just introduce the wedding. The wedding will be both flavors of Isaac's tradition and Rich's heritage. The grooms will walk 3 circles around each other. we will have 7 blessings where people will come up and give their blessings to the grooms. With the first blessing, I'd like to call up my grandma and grandfather. We like to know them as Sab and Barbara, otherwise known as Sabra. Celebrity name. They will answer to that name. We've taught them well. My grandfather will be reading a passage from his memoir. My grandmother will be reading a translation of said passage.
For all those that don't understand English, I'm going to read it in Hebrew. נצלו בתודה את המתנה, לחיות את היום ומכל רגע לבנות, והיטיב ליצור לבנות חיי תוכן, ממש תענוג אהבה ומטרה, לכם, לזולת ולכל החברה. זאתי העצה זהירה, לפן אחת וחשוב מחיי התורה, ועצה טובה ויקרה.
What years Isaac and Rich? Each day brings its new creation. Hark well to its call. Live the day. Appreciate each sacred moment. Do that which is good. Create. Build a life of meaning, of activity, of pleasure, of love replete with purpose for yourself and the other.
May your hearts be open with patience and love. May your lives be filled with blessings from above. May you always share the best that life can provide as you spend your lifetime together side by side. Richie and Isaac, wishing you many, many joyful years together. Love you.
An Irish blessing. May the road rise to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face. The rains fall soft upon your fields. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand. May God be with you and bless you. May you see your children's children. May you be poor in misfortune, rich in blessings. May you know nothing but happiness from this day forward. May green be the grass you walk on. May blue be the skies above you. May pure be the joys that surround you. May true be the hearts that love you.
If you were an ordinary couple, I bless you with building a beautiful, warm, and loving home. But you've already done that. Twice. I think that everyone here knows that if they ever needed a place to stay, especially if they missed their flight home to Miami and couldn't get out until the next day, they'd have a perfectly made-up room in your home waiting for them. Everyone here knows that if they showed up with little or no notice at all, they'd likely be greeted with a steaming bowl of homemade turkey chili with hot right out of the oven challah to dip in it. Everyone here also knows that if they ever had a problem of any scale and needed an ear or 4, we'd find 2 of the most insightful and caring people hanging on to every word from the People's Couch and eager to offer sound advice and a stiff drink that somehow wouldn't taste at all like alcohol. But since you 2 are anything but ordinary and exude the kind of love that draws everyone to you, my blessing for you as you begin this new chapter is to grow what you've already created. May our home always be open and inviting and bursting with love, kindness, and the most delicious cocktails. And may this be the first of many, many, many happy occasions we celebrate in the home we built together.
Remember that a relationship is something that must be nurtured and worked on every day. Never stop doing the things that brought you together in the first place. May you continue to share a love that gives you courage to stand apart, as well as the willingness to stand together. When times call for you to be apart, may you always return to your togetherness in the same spirit of love that you feel today. A life together is completed in love. We, your family and friends, are so pleased and grateful to be included in that circle of love. We pray that God will bless you in abundance. Slacha.
Sky be filled with sunshine. May your mind be full of happy memories. May your yard be full of flowers. May you always have a blast with your family, especially your nieces. May your mornings be as peaceful as chirping birds. May your evenings be as fun as relaxing with friends. And may your heart be full of love, friendship, pride, and hope.
I'd like to call up my father, Malcolm Winkler.
I'm here for 3 reasons. One is to give thanks. My thanksgiving is that you found each other and that you have such a wonderful effect upon each other. I could have searched the world, I couldn't have come up with a person like you. No, I'm very serious. I know a lot of people and I treat a lot of people.
Are you as crazy as me?
You're not as crazy as me. You're similar. The second reason is, first is Thanksgiving. The second is to celebrate. I want to celebrate with a story about Rich. My daughter, who is the rabbi's wife and mate in the temple, had a carnival. When Sarah had a carnival, it means the universe had a carnival. Everyone has to be part of it. The girls each had jobs, and Rich, who was on his way on a flight to London, postponed his flight, had a car waiting for him in Manhattan, and stayed and did the most wonderful job in a booth for the children on that day of carnival. And then he took the children and he played with each of them, and then he quietly left. Now that tells you more about a person than any clinical impression. And Isaac, no, there's nothing. When Isaac was born, I remember I put on a 3-piece suit to welcome a new soul, and I was flying high. I didn't touch the ground for a long time. I still feel that way. And I want to tell you something. I took a haircut a week ago, and I went into the store and I told her about you. Tila asked me about you, and she said, I have to tell you a story about Isaac. I never heard this one. She said, in all the years of her life cutting hair, people come and people go in her business, and when they go, they go. You were the only one in her entire life, 30-something years of doing work, who called her to say, I'm not staying away. I love your haircut, but I live in the city and it's hard between work to come. Now, that is a true story. I didn't make it up. I didn't exaggerate. That's who you are. And you do everything quietly. So the third reason I'm here is to consecrate. To consecrate like this chuppah, the tent, the love that fills this room and permeates and suffuses it is amazingly infinite. There isn't a person here. I remember when Mommy and we were making a wedding or a bar mitzvah, I would say, look, I only want to invite people who love me. And we say, well, politically we have to. but here, I know. Here there isn't a person here who is not in love with the two of you. And you could feel it. It's palpable. And may we consecrate, may the love that's here, that is infinite at this moment, allow God to comfort you and to guide you in everything you do, because I couldn't be happier. Thank you.
And now, because I know we're all in the mood to cry a little more, the Goons will read the vows to each other.
I wrote these on a plane a month ago. Rich wrote his last night when I was trying to sleep.
Always when I do my best work.
True story. Lindsay was on the plane.
Were you in the speakeasy?
No,
No, we were in a hotel room. He was 3 feet from me with the lights on. Cool. Anyway. Okay. Hi. Okay, I know I'm not supposed to do this, but this is like the most amazing thing ever, so I just want to take a second to thank all of you for being here. This is like the craziest. This is just like a tent filled with so much actual love. Like Joe said, or my father, whoever it was, I don't remember at this point. I really do feel it, so thank you. And I'm sorry if you didn't get to bring somebody you wanted to bring, but I don't know them, so I don't really care that much. Back to where we started before this football caves in. Okay, Rich. You are the kindest, most gentle soul I have ever met. Your need to right all wrongs will always be one of the things I love most about you while simultaneously driving me crazy. You have taught me more about myself than I cared to learn and continue to do so every day. You push me when needed and pick me up when I fall. You have elevated my dreams. You are the reason we have Spotty. I am comfortable being myself because of your constant love and support. You see me for who I really am, the good and the less good, and love the whole package, and for that I vow to spend every day of the rest of my life trying to make sure you feel the same. On our last day with Fitzy, I promised him that he did not need to worry about you, as I would take care of you. I vow to keep that promise because I know he will haunt my dreams. I vow to love you and forever remind you that we are best friends. I promise to support you and protect you even if it's from yourself. I don't know what the future holds, but I feel confident knowing that we can celebrate the good and weather the bad as long as we do it together. I know this because over the last almost 5 years, we have had our fair share of ups and downs, and the only constant has been you. It has been an adventure from day one, and I can't wait to see what the future holds. Thank you for joining me on this journey. I love you.
All right. Isaac, from the moment I laid eyes on you in a crowded jury room, I knew there was something special about you. I wasn't quite sure what that something special was, but luckily you asked if I'd buy you lunch. And I very quickly started figuring out that there is much more than just something special about you. There are countless special things about you. Of course, there are the obvious ones, such as how handsome you are, the glimmer you get in your eye when you're excited, and your infectious smile. But it's the less obvious ones that made me fall in love with you, such as your warm and generous heart, your great sense of humor, your unique ability to slow me down and get me to enjoy the moment that we're in, your love of maintaining a warm and welcoming home, your strong sense of morals, and your desire to build a loving home and family. Isaac, you make me feel loved, safe, and secure all of the time. It's the best feeling in the world. I vow to you today to always provide you with the same sense of love, safety, and security. I also vow to always put you first and to be there for you in sickness and in health, in good times and bad times, and through all of life's ups and downs. I vow to give you my entire heart today, tomorrow, and always. I love you, Isaac, and I couldn't be more excited to marry you today.
You did it. Okay?
I, Rich Liam Mendels,
Give to you,
give to you, Isaac Winkler,
this ring
as a symbol
of my commitment
of my commitment
to love,
to love,
honor,
honor,
and respect.
and respect you.
All right, I'm gonna give you this. I,
Isaac Winkler.
give to you,
Give to you, Richard Liam Mendels,
this ring
as a symbol
of my commitment
to
to love, honor,
honor,
and respect. You. By the power invested in me, and it's real power, by the state of New York, I now pronounce you married, and you may kiss the groom. The couple isn't going to be broken, so Andrew, thank you, gave us a lipo. Very smart, he's been here before as well. We break it to signify that while we are celebrating now, we realize that the world has a lot to fix. All right, so Rich or Isaac?
Go for it.
What?
Yeah. Do it.
Hard.
Yellow diamonds in the light, and we're standing side by side as the shadow crosses mine. What it takes to come alive. It's the way I'm feeling, I just can't deny. But I gotta let it go. We found love in a hopeless place. 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 Shine a light through an open door. Love and life, our real divide. Turn away 'cause I need you more. Feel the heartbeat in my mind. It's the way I'm feeling, I just can't deny. But I gotta let it go.
So thank you all for being here, from near and far and very far. We can start listing really cool locations, but people have come from all over the world. Luke literally flew the plane here. That's Luke. That's Rich's pilot friend Luke. He literally flew the plane to America
From Hong Kong, yes, last night.
to get here.
With people. With people.
But whether you came from near or far, we definitely really feel all the love in this tent right now, and there is nothing that either of us could say to express that.
Baby, it's been a long day, baby. Things ain't been going my way, you know I need you here. You clear my mind.
So happy for Isaac! Slash me!
Hey, the way you move me, it's crazy. It's like you see right through me and make it easier. You please me, you don't even have to try. Oh, because you are the best thing come a long way, baby. You know I hope and I pray that you believe me.